Hi everyone. We have the second class for limits of a function. We want to evaluate these two. Then you try this and tell me what you have in the comment section. I decided to do another two of rational functions. Then you'll be able to understand better what I was trying to emphasize in the first lesson of limit. The first one says to find the limit of x squared plus 3x minus 4 over x minus 1, x tends to 1. Okay, whenever you want to find the limit of a rational function, simply a fraction wherein this x, we find it at the numerator and also what the denominator. This one is a rational function. You cannot just go and substitute because sometimes you will not be able to get what the question requires to find. Then you will have to erase or mess up with the paper. Okay, so to find the limit of a rational function, the first thing we do is to substitute this one here, the denominator, as to whether it will give us 0 or it will not give us 0. The target is that if we substitute this one in the denominator, we don't want 0. Why we don't want 0? Because a fraction wherein the denominator is 0 is undefined. Yeah, it is undefined. So therefore, let's try and see. If x approaches 1, we can accept x to be 1. So if x is 1, we have 1 minus 1. What is 1 minus 1? 1 minus 1 is 0. So if the result is 0, we don't want it. If it is not 0, we want it. But by substituting 1 here directly, 1 minus 1, we have 0. So it is 0, we don't want it. So therefore, we need to do something else. Now let's see. The one we have at the top is a quadratic expression. Let's factorize it and see. X squared plus 3x minus 4 over x minus 1. Okay, now the one at the top is a quadratic. Let's have our two brackets like this. Ask yourself this question: what numbers do we multiply to get this? But if we add or we subtract to get this? 4 and 1. 4 times 1 can give us 4. 4 plus 1 cannot give us 3. But 4 minus 1 can give us 3. That's why I said we add or we subtract. Okay. Now, how do we give them the signs? The first sign goes to the bigger factor. For us to get this sign, we multiply this sign and this sign. Plus times minus is minus. Now, let us see. Sorry. I just said that this sign here goes to the bigger factor. Yeah. The first sign goes to the bigger factor. For us to get this, we say plus times minus, minus. Now let us see. Let us multiply. Plus 4 times minus 1 is minus 4. Here we don't multiply. Plus 4 minus 1 is plus 3. So therefore plus 4 minus 1. And the denominator is x minus 1. So now x minus 1 takes away x minus 1. So now we are left with x plus 4. As x approaches 1, we accept x to be 1. So what is x? 1 plus 4. So which implies 5. So the limit is 5. Let us see the next one again. The limit, the second problem. The limit of x squared plus 8 I'm really sorry. X cubed plus 8 over x plus 2. Yes. Because I realized that because of this, I gave this one to try, for you to try. Now I want to find the limit of this function when x approaches minus 2. This one is a rational function, just like the previous one. So before we do anything, let us try and test this in the denominator to see if it will give us 0 or not. So if x is minus 2, it will be like minus 2 plus 2. Minus 2 plus 2 is what? Is 0. So we don't want the denominator to be 0. So except we simplify the fraction. So x cubed plus 8 over x plus 2. So at the top we have x cubed plus 8 is the same as 2 to the power 3, because 2 times 2 times 2 will give us 8. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 2 is 8 over x plus 2. Now, how do we factorize sum of two cubes? For sum of two cubes, we have two brackets like this. Usually the first one is smaller than the second one. Of course, the denominator is this one. It is waiting for us. Now, we want to factorize this sum of two cubes, sometimes difference, which is minus, of two cubes. So what we do is, let us write what we have at the bottom, the base, x plus 2. The same sign is the one we have here. Now, this x squared, this 2 squared. I hope you are following. Okay. Because here is plus. Why here is plus? Because it comes with plus. Is the reason we have here plus. So because here is plus, here is always minus. Assuming here is minus, which you maintain here, here must be plus. But because here is plus, which we maintain here, we change the sign here to minus. Here is always plus, regardless of the sign that is here. Always plus here. This one is influenced by what is here. All right. So what do we do here now? We say this times this. Do not forget, if there is a minus, you have to say x times minus 2. Sorry. This is not the case here. I'm really sorry. So we have to say x times 2 to give us 2x. I hope it is clear. Okay. So now x plus 2, x plus 2. We are left with x squared minus 2x plus 4. But as x approaches minus 2, wherever we see x, what do we write? Minus 2. So this x is minus 2 squared. This x is minus 2 plus 4. So minus 2 squared is 4. Minus times minus plus. 2 times 2 is 4 plus 4, which is what? Which is 12. So the limit is 12. So you have to try this and tell me what you have in the comment section. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow, like, share, and comment. Also subscribe to the YouTube channel. See you in my next video.